Manuel had imagined many versions of how his return to Nigeria would go. He pictured himself knocking on Sarah's door, her mother shouting his name in disbelief, Sarah running outside with the necklace still around her neck. He imagined laughter, tears, and maybe a slap for taking so long, but reality was colder. Days passed in Kamuza without a single trace of her. He kept searching for any family member of Sarah, but it was harder to even find one of them that was willing to even help. Each answer felt like a blow. He walked the town until his legs burned. He tried the old school field, the church, the mango tree, the small shop, as many times just to see if she might one day pass by. And then there was Abigail. She, who was starting to develop feelings for Manuel. She helped him ask around, helped him settle, even helped him navigate the new prices and new faces in town. But kindness slowly shifted into interest, and interest slowly shifted into pressure. Abigail had been trying to convince Manuel that he needed someone present, someone available. She cooked for him, checked on him, brought him supplies, and always found an excuse to be around him. One evening, she came to his guest house room with dinner. "Manuel, eat small," she said softly. "You're stressing yourself too much over a childhood love. For all you know, she may be married, you know. Maybe God is trying to show you something else," she said with a smile that was meant to hint that she meant her. He didn't answer. Abigail sat down beside him, very close for that matter, but he did not even notice. He was exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically. Searching for someone who wasn't in the same country anymore felt like digging a well with bare hands. The bracelet had become old and almost tearing off, but each time he touched, it reminded him of Sarah, of the promise they made to each other, and then came the negative thoughts too. Whether she even still remembers that promise. Some days he laid in bed staring at the ceiling, trying to imagine back in the day when they were so close, as though they came from one sardine can. In Vancouver, Sarah was settling into her new routine. She tried to focus on work, new colleagues, new environment, cold weather she wasn't used to. But there was something tugging at her chest every night. One evening, her mother called. During the conversation, her younger cousin Chioma grabbed the phone playfully. "Auntie Sarah, you won't believe what happened." Sarah smiled at first. "What?" "One guy came looking for you in our school. He was asking the headmaster, but he said he doesn't know you. He kept mentioning your name to the other teachers too. Very fine, tall. He looked so tired, like someone that trekked from Lagos. He was holding one old bracelet. It had your name on it too." Sarah's breath froze. Chioma continued, not even realizing the earthquake she had caused. During break, he was sitting under the mango tree, and I asked him if he was looking for Auntie Sarah. He said he's your friend from childhood. His name is Emma, or something. And Auntie, the way he was asking for you, you would think you were his love. It felt like someone removed the floor from under Sarah's feet. Her fingers trembled. "Chioma, are you sure?" "Very sure." Sarah hung up. Her chest tightened, her eyes burned, her hands shook so badly she couldn't even hold the necklace clasp. He came back. He actually came back. After years of silence, after years of mockery, after years of waiting, he still came back. Sarah cried so much that night. That week, she packed a bag, booked the earliest flight, sent a message to her cousin. "Don't tell anyone. I'm coming home." And that was it. She was coming back to meet her long-lost promise. My people, do you think they would really be together? Is it not too late? Well, subscribe. Let us continue. Sarah arrived in Nigeria exhausted, but determined. At the airport, she took a taxi straight home. But Sarah couldn't rest. That very day, she wanted to meet Manuel. She planned to go with Chioma to her school the next day and see if Manuel will come around. She kept imagining his face, imagining what he looked like as a grown man, imagining whether he still wore the bracelet. The next morning, she left to the school with Chioma and she waited under the mango tree in anticipation. But when it was break and the children came out to play, Sarah began to feel anxious. She asked Chioma if Manuel had told him where he was living and Chioma told him about a guest house he had once mentioned. Sarah rushed immediately to the place and pulled the necklace openly over her blouse. When she got to the guest house, she asked the receptionist of Emmanuel Adebayo and she got the room number. She got to his door and knocked. There was movement inside, footsteps, a muffled voice. Then the door opened, and everything shattered. Because inside the room, standing just behind him, was Abigail wearing one of Emmanuel's shirts. Loose, oversized, but unmistakably his. Sarah felt something inside her snap, like a thread breaking cleanly at both ends. Her heart did not just drop, Emmanuel's eyes widened. Sarah? But she turned and walked away immediately. Not a word, not a glance back. Her legs moved before her brain could think. Emmanuel stumbled out of the room, confused, panicked. Sarah, wait, please wait. But she kept walking, faster, her chest ached. She had waited 20 years. Across continents, across silence, across mockery. And this was what waited for her? Emmanuel caught up to her just before she reached for a taxi. He grabbed her arm, not forcefully, but desperately. Sarah, please wait. Please look at me. She pulled her arm back sharply. There's nothing to explain, she said, voice cold but shaking. You don't owe me anything. Sarah, it's not what it looked like. I swear to you. She laughed. It was a broken, painful laugh. Do you know what kept me believing for 20 years? That necklace, that one promise. And today, the day I finally come back, she pointed toward the room. I find another woman in your shirt. It's not, don't lie. I'm not lying. His voice cracked. Her eyes dropped to the bracelet on his wrist. He still wore it. He never removed it. Her chest tightened painfully. He stepped closer. Sarah, I've been searching for you since the moment I landed. I walked this whole town. I went to your old house. I asked everyone. Abigail only helped me. She cooked for me, yes, because I wasn't eating. She spent time helping me look for you. But we are not. He swallowed hard. She wore my shirt because she spilled soup on hers. That's the truth. Sarah closed her eyes. She didn't want to believe him. Believing him meant risking her heart again. Why should I trust that? Because, he said quietly, I never stopped wearing the bracelet. Not one day. Her breath caught. And because, his voice broke, I came back for you. Then footsteps approached them softly from behind. Abigail, she wasn't smiling. Her hands trembled. Sarah, she said quietly, he's telling the truth. Sarah turned slightly, shocked. Abigail continued, voice cracking. I liked him. I won't lie. I wanted him to forget you. I even thought maybe God pushed him to me instead of you. She wiped her eyes. But the way he talks about you, the way he holds that bracelet like life itself, I knew I never stood a chance. She shook her head weakly. You're lucky. He loves you. Madly. Deeply. Painfully. Her voice dropped. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Then Abigail stepped back, nodded once, and murmured, Go to him, before someone else loses him too. She walked away slowly, leaving Sarah and Emmanuel standing alone in the soft evening light. Sarah's legs felt weak. Her breath came shallow. Her heart raced. Emmanuel took one slow step toward her. Sarah, I waited too. I searched. I hoped. I prayed. I didn't know how to find you. But I came back. His voice softened. I came home for you. Tears finally fell from her eyes. She couldn't hold them anymore. He reached out, gently touching the necklace around her neck. You kept it. She nodded slowly. And you kept the bracelet. He smiled small, broken, but real. In that moment, 20 years disappeared. She stepped into his arms, and he held her like someone who had lost and found the same treasure in one lifetime. Later that night, she sat with her, and they talked so much that they didn't even realize it was almost morning the next day. They talked for hours about childhood, about the loneliness, about the foolish fears and the stubborn hope, about the 20 years that shaped them separately. And when the night breeze brushed their faces, Emmanuel said quietly. No more promises, not this time. She looked up, confused. We won't rely on promises, he continued. We choose each other now, today, every day, no more waiting. Sarah nodded. For the first time in her life, the future felt clearer, and that was enough. About 6 months later, they held the kind of wedding that trended for days on social media. But I want to ask you, watching right now, one question. Would you have waited for that long? Let me know in the comment section and see you next week, my lovely people.